Irish fans? How you doing? Welcome back to Honest About the Irish, brought to you by yours truly. B-Man is mad. B-Man is on the road. I'm actually going to my local marina here in beautiful Northwest Indiana. Of course, yesterday was May 1st. May is my favorite month of the year. It's also my favorite month of this year because it was the start of the Notre Dame 2021 season with the blue and gold game practice, spring game, scrimmage, whatever you want to call it. Now, I was really impressed with a few things. You know, we all know how scrimmages are. We all know how preseason games are. They're not fun. They're kind of boring, you know, but you know what? It's football. Football in May, especially college football in May, is great, especially the same day as the Kentucky Derby. There was a lot to go over to yesterday and watch, and it was a very productive day. So, being that it is a scrimmage game, being that it's like getting a boring kind of appetizer before your steak and potatoes at a restaurant, I was kind of impressed with some taste with the appetizer. I was impressed with the quarterback play of one Jack Cohen, the transfer out of Wisconsin, and also Tyler Buckner looked very productive as well. His pocket awareness looked very great too, and he was very athletic. I think he's going to be the most athletic out of all the quarterbacks, and he have more athleticism than all three quarterbacks. And even Drew Prine looked productive yesterday. But Jack Cohen, who you know I've been calling, excuse me for the bumps, because you know the infrastructure where I am is not really good. But anyways, I've been calling it all year that Jack Cohen is going to be the starting quarterback for the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. No, Brian Kelly has not announced it yet, but he will be the starting quarterback for Notre Dame because he has the most experience. He's been in the grind. He's played with Wisconsin. He's played against the Ohio State University, and he's also played against Michigan. So I would think, as you can see my dog there, Jill and Jackie back there, we're going to the marina. I think that Jack Cohen is probably going to be the best answer for Notre Dame in 2021 as a starting quarterback. Now, the game itself, up until halftime, was boring. It was 3-3, not a lot of scoring. You know, that's what you expect from a scrimmage game. Something boring, something blah, blah. But you know what? It made Notre Dame's defense look really great. And that is because Marcus Freeman is going to transform that defense, their DC, defensive coordinator. He was intimidating looking. He had a frown. He didn't really smile very often. When he did smile, you know, it wasn't very quick. It was very, very brief, I should say. And, you know, he brings that Nick Saban demeanor to it. He brings that Bill Belichick demeanor to the defense. Maybe that's what Notre Dame needs, some strict discipline. So I was really impressed with their aggressive defense. Now, Jack Cohen, the guy I've raved about this whole podcast in the last 3 months here on the show, that he did throw an interception, but that might have been because of the aggressiveness defense that Marcus Freeman is going to provide for Notre Dame. So, you know, look, it is early. It is practice. It's a scrimmage. You don't put the horse in front of the cart, or excuse me, the cart in front of the horse. But it's good to see some aggressiveness. It's good to see that kind of spitfire attitude for Marcus Freeman, because maybe that's what Notre Dame needs. But I was really, really impressed with the quarterback play. Really, really impressed with aggressiveness on the defense. And we'll have to see how the 2021 season shapes out. Now, as you know, I've always been disappointed with Notre Dame not going back into the ACC conference. Of course, they had to do it last year because of the coronavirus. And this year, you know, they went back to the regular independent schedule. Now, the schedule was announced a few months ago, but their times have been announced this past week. I'll put the schedule in the link below, in the description and link below. And they have 2 night games in a row at Notre Dame Stadium. I believe the last time they had consecutive night games at Notre Dame Stadium had to be back in the 90s or 80s. One against USC, and then the following weekend against North Carolina. So that'll be actually pretty cool. And hopefully I'll be able to go to that North Carolina game, because I'm going to circle that game, because Mac Brown there's my dog Dugan right there, because Mac Brown, you know, has had that team rolling there with recruiting in North Carolina. So it'll be a pretty interesting season for Notre Dame. I am disappointed that they weren't, hey Dugan, what's going on? I'm disappointed that they weren't in the ACC conference. I like to see them stay there. I think it gives Notre Dame more flavor to be into the spotlight, even though they are a spotlight team because they are Notre Dame. But I think Notre Dame would have been a lot smarter decision for them to stay in the conference. But you know what? I don't make the rules. And I don't run the university. If I did, they'd definitely be in the ACC conference. But as you all know, it's all about the almighty dollar. That is pretty much it for today. I'm on my way to the marina. I'm going to show you some shots of Lake Michigan and other things. You guys have a good day. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe if you're new. Leave a comment and share. And let me know what you think. I'll talk to you guys later on down the road. And of course, as always, go Irish. Folks, that's pretty much it for today. This is my first time vlogging, so I apologize if I look worse than an amateur. I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you leave a comment. Also, if you're new to this channel, please subscribe. And as always, go Irish, and I'll talk to you guys later on down the road. Peace out.